After 1 month on carnivore, I still feel worse than before I started carnivore. So the issue with me and why carnivore is not going to give me the biggest benefit, and I might just be different, it might just take a while, but before I went carnivore, my diet was basically add in brown rice and sweet potato, and that's what my diet was. So for most people, they go from like the American fucking processed diet to carnivore, and you're going to see so much health improvements when you do that. The reason I went carnivore then, you're gonna ask like, why not just go back then? I still believe carnivore is the right diet, okay? So there's this doctor called Dr. Chaffee on YouTube, and I basically got recommended his videos. I looked into carnivore a little bit because carbs make people literally stupid usually. Usually people eat carbs and then their brain just turns off. So I was like, was this me? And when I went carnivore, I never felt any different with my brain. You know, it was always still pretty similar. So I never was like, I didn't know. But Dr. Chaffee said something in one of his videos that like sparked something in my soul. He said, our ancestors, what do you think they ate? What'd they eat? Did they eat brown rice? Were they eating sweet potato? Well, no, they would go kill a fucking pig. They'd go kill a cow and they'd eat the cow. There was nothing else they ate. He talked like about that and how in the winter, like there's actually nothing else we ate other than meat. In the spring, sure, sometimes people would eat fruit and shit. But the truth of the matter, man, is that 99% of the time, the only thing we ate was meat. 99% of the time, all we ate was meat. And when he said that and I like really processed it and broke it down, I'm like, yeah, that fucking makes sense. And then he talked a lot about how people started getting sick now. They didn't get sick back then. The average life expectancy actually used to be longer if you looked at the tribes that actually set shit up so that they wouldn't get killed by the animals. The only reason why people like, and I might be wrong about this, I'm not gonna lie to you, my coworker at work, my boss actually, he got like his blood work done and basically his heart disease thing is up. But I just call bullshit because I don't like trust that this guy's optimized the rest of his life. He just had a kid. Because they always say like the meat can fucking give you heart disease, but I don't fucking like, I don't believe any of this shit. I don't think y'all understand. Like I really don't believe any of this shit, dude. I believe my ancestors. I believe my own fucking brain. Why the fuck would eating a fucking cow just cause me to die? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would just eating something that was put on this earth just, oh, it's natural. Like, why would that just kill me? That wouldn't make any fucking logical sense. And so I honestly don't even care what the science says at this point. Like, logically, it makes sense that all I eat is meat. So what I eat for carnivore and why I'm going to just stay true to it. If I still feel like dog shit in a year, dude, I'm going to go back. I'm going to add in, you know, carbs and whatnot. But for the next year, for the next at least 6 months, I'm going to be strictly carnivore. Well, I'm not like strict, but keto, I eat peanuts sometimes, all right? I'm not going to come on here and say I'm like the fucking most strict motherfucker ever. I am not perfect, okay? By any means. But I try to be mainly carnivore, right? So no carbs. That's like the whole point of this shit. But if I don't feel better and within like the next year, then yeah, I'll probably add in like a little bit of carbs. But I don't want to do that. I hope that this shit just actually works. So the reason I went carnivore and the reason I suggest to go carnivore is because if you're a guy, right, cholesterol equals testosterone. It's literally required in the process to build testosterone for your body. Testosterone equals good. Testosterone equals good. In basically every scenario, unless if you are on drugs/steroids, testosterone equals good. Testosterone is going to be the thing that makes you build muscle. It's going to be the thing that makes you feel like doing the fucking work. It's going to be the thing that makes you feel like pushing yourself. And the main thing that testosterone does is it gets rid of fear. So this is why a lot of guys nowadays, they're honestly fucking women because they're so scared to do fucking anything. They're so scared to even like show up on fucking camera, record a fucking video. They're so scared to just go out into the world and do fucking anything. This is fucking because they have low-ass testosterone. Most men, like, honestly, I'm not even gonna pull up on this camera, dude. I've got my blood work done. That shit is low as fuck. L's in the chat for Ben, but that's the reason why I'm going on carnivore. I'm hoping that shit, like, fixes me up. Next thing you're probably interested in is gonna be the gym. How's the gym been? You know, the gym has not been bad, right? I've just been fucking... I don't really think about it. I just PR every time. No thoughts, no answers. I just tell myself, like, I'm lifting another rep. I don't give a fuck. And usually it works. So the gym's been all right. I started abusing the fuck out of pre-workout, though, because I fucking needed that shit. But, you know, if I'm lifting more weight, I'm lifting more weight, you know. Doesn't matter how you're doing it. I'm not actually abusing caffeine. I'm probably doing like 150 milligrams, and it's causing me to just lift a little harder. So, dubs in the chat with that. All right, so what do I eat? That might be another good one. I do literally eat, like, this is gonna sound kind of retarded. I eat basically just ground beef. I eat 80-20 ground beef. That's what I eat. Because the main thing with carnivore is gonna be the fat. The fat matters more than anything else. So I just eat a fuck ton of ground beef and call it a day. And this could be my problem, but it doesn't make any sense to me why that would be my problem. I've had a few people now say like, oh, you need to eat steak and shit. And I'm like, why? What? Like, there's all the nutrients you need in the ground beef. And then I have 10 eggs a day. So, like, if the math should be mathing that I should just be completely fine with what I'm doing. And yeah, for weight, I'm starting to cut right now. So it's pretty easy to fucking cut on carnivore, like extremely fucking easy. You never feel like eating ever, like, in your life. I'm not gonna lie. Before I got on carnivore, I didn't feel like eating ever. I've been tracking my calories for like 2 years now because my brain hates me, and I've developed such a bad eating disorder that I can't logically eat food without tracking calories because I'll overeat because I don't get hungry. So the only indicator for me to stop eating is I basically get sick of food. And that's like, it's so over, like, bored of eating food. So yeah, I just have a really bad fucking eating disorder. So I just still track calories. It is what it is. I have nothing really wrong with it. So I just accept the facts, the cold hard truth. You've done the things to yourself and you can't really get rid of them. Fuck me, baby. All right, so that's everything I really have to say. My advice, right, isn't even gonna be to go on carnivore because I don't wanna be the fucking judge of what you do with your diet. But what I do wanna say is that cutting out processed foods, cutting out anything like processed sugars, if your diet's still ass, like, basically anything other than eating processed food will 10x your life quality. It doesn't have to do with performance or any of this shit. I just want to talk about this for a second. You don't actually know what it feels like to be a real human being. You're eating food that was made in a fucking lab. You don't understand what they've done to your brain. You don't understand how fucking dopamine ratted in you are. And that's the facts with carnivores. Like, when you go to just this unprocessed diet, I mean, I've been doing this shit for 2 years. It's crazy to see how people live their lives. And that's really all I want to leave you with, is that it's crazy to me still that you eat junk food. It's crazy to me still that you don't realize all the addictions you have, the micro ones, social media and all these things. You have to back up and realize these things, because if you ever want to reach your potential in life, if you ever want to make a fuck ton of money, build this muscle, do all of these things with your life, you have to first fix yourself. And carnivore is a step towards that, or at least fucking eating sweet potato, brown rice, and then carnivore, that's even closer. Like, one of those two things is all I can suggest to you. And if you can't do either of those things, then get fucked. Honestly, just get fucked. I believe you can do that. I believe that's not too much to ask from anyone. If your parents make your food, like, honestly, stop fucking coping. Most of your parents are fat, so, I mean, my fucking parents were. Don't trust your fucking parents. Like, I don't know why I still have to come on here and say this shit. Your parents are ratted in the system. Most of our parents are not unscripted. Are your parents making $1 million a year? No, they're not. So why would you ever trust them? Like, I love that shit. I love when people trust their parents. I've gotten to where I am in life because I haven't trusted my parents, and I make more than them per year now. So, like, if I listened to their fucking advice, dude, I wouldn't be where I am now. So just remember that if you trust people that have reached the goals you have, you're going to get better results than if you trust your fucking parents that don't have the results you want. So just remember that shit. But yeah, fucking clean up your diet. You've got that shit. Like, it's in the bag, boy. I believe in you to be able to at least clean up your diet. I mean, come on now. Step 1, step 2, get in the gym and just do those 2 things for now. Start working on a business, and there's your life, man. You just gotta actually start pushing yourself in this life. You got shit to run from. Unless if you want to be working for the rest of your life. Unless you want to be scripted. Unless you want to be fat. Because I'll just leave you with this. Because my friends that I know in real life, dude, I don't understand how this shit didn't fucking click in their brains, dude. If you eat the food that fat people fucking eat, dude, you're going to get fat. And we're skinny now. We're at a healthy body weight. Why the fuck would that? Like, oh my God, dude. Do people have, like, no fucking brain cells, dude? You think people just all of a sudden get fucking fat? It's a lifelong journey of getting fucking obese, dude. And why do you think it happens? Because of the food people eat. I do have an online community, so if you want to join like-minded people, I do one coaching call a week. So if you want to hop in that bitch and get some advice from me. Other than that, this has been my carnivore experience. We're on the come up. We're going to keep doing carnivore, and we'll see where I end up. But, you know, that's strat. That's strat. Let's do it with the woods. Doves. Doves, dog.